Good morning, everybody. What is happening? Welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels, where the coffee's hot. That bike is real fast because it's ridden by my younger son, and your comments are absolutely ridiculous. It's awesome to be here this morning, guys. We're going to be announcing the Omniwall Giveaway winner and talking about lots of things. So, Doug Dubs, Jason Roberts, Bill O'Neill, 5280 James, Jameson Nygaard. It is good to see you guys all here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you're watching this live and or later. Please hit that thumbs up. Makes a big difference for the algorithm. It really helps us out, which I very much appreciate. James Burr, what's happening? It is good to see you guys all here. How is everybody? It's cold in the state of Colorado right now. Roger Hurd, is great to see you. Hey, there's my dad, Scott Spradling. Great seeing you this last weekend, Roger, or last week, I guess it was. Anyway. You know when I saw you, it was awesome. To get to see you and go out to dinner, it was rad. So, hang on. My camera seems to be doing... How does this look for everybody? Does it seem to be okay? Let me know in the comments. I feel like maybe it's glitching a bit. It could be that it's cold. It also could be that I have it set wrong. So, give me just 1 second, everybody. Now, this is what you get when you deal with an influencer who really is just running it. Oh, there we go. Remind me later. Hang on. No, it should be good. All right. Anyway, we're just gonna run with it. Zach Farcash, what's happening? Second Farm says it's fine, dude. Good to hear. Yeah, 8 degrees in Bailey. Dude, yesterday morning here on the way to the gym was like 4 degrees, which is, I know there's some people out there from like Craig or Gunnison or Alaska, whatever, that's way colder than that. But for Montrose, 4 degrees is freaking cold. Hey, Jay Wild saying hi to my mom. There's my mom, Suzanne Spradling. I didn't see you, Mom. Yeah, make sure you say hi to my mom. If you don't say hi to my mom, I'm going to kick you off the live stream, and then she's going to come kick you in the teeth. It's going to happen. You don't want it. I'm telling you. Moto Masher says, good morning. It's cold down here in North Carolina. Also 16 degrees. Dude, yeah, that's rough for Southerners. Hey, it's Robert Boucher. What's up, Teddy Roosevelt? How's it going, man? It feels like there's just a coldness across the country, which, by the way, it is winter. It is January because it's supposed to be cold. So, I'm going to try to get over it. It's tough. Negative 17 in Ohio. That's brutal, Tom Badlack. Dave Bremen, great to see you. I will let you know if you're the winner. We'll probably do the winner around like 7:45-ish. We're going to let people join in that are seeing this, and hopefully get lots of folks on that entered the contest. If not, it doesn't matter. They don't have to be here to win. I have their emails and addresses. We will give them a ring. Matthew Coolidge, good to see you. What's going on, everybody? Let's talk about dirt bikes. That is my kid's YZ250, the Enduro build YZ250, which, by the way, is brilliant. I rode that in the video with it and the Fantic, and that thing is good. And obviously, you heard my kid, if you didn't watch it, say that he still likes that better than the Fantic, which is the thing. Ooh, Matthew Coolidge, negative 41 in Maine. That is brutal. And I did see that New Orleans got snow. Dude, negative 41. I lived in Gunnison for 9 years, and the last winter we were there, we had 2 different winters that I was there. We had some negative 40 days, and it was just gnarly. Cycle Farm, we want to enter. It's too late to enter for the Omniwall giveaway. But Roger Hurd asks when I'm leaving for the National Hare and Hound. That's where we're going. That's why I'm prepping this bike. I've got the Fantic ready. I've got my KTM ready for me to just ride around on. And then this one I got to get ready for my kid to race. And we are leaving Friday morning. Tomorrow morning, early. But negative 17 West Virginia. Yeah, it seems like a serious... Global warming is not doing what they've all promised us all this time. Let's see, 52 James is going to have to take my 300 to Baja. Do you think I should put a 14-tooth sprocket on the for the wide open desert riding? 5280, I would probably put a 14 on the front. Not so much because you're going to have it for like going fast, but mainly for saving gas in that stuff. And because it sounds like Justin's got lots of different rides and tight stuff and fast stuff and two-track and roads and all that stuff. So I'm going to put the biggest gears on that I can. Actually, I need to do that to the KTM before because the KTM's going with us on that adventure because this bike, my kid's 250, gets terrible gas mileage because it is just wicked fast and we're just pouring gas at it. And it runs anyway, it rips, but it is not, it's not going to make it on those long rides. So he's going to ride the KTM. I'm going to ride the Fanic, and my son Thomas will be riding the XR650R, which is awesome. But yeah, I put a big sprocket on James. It'll be good. Negative 41. Yeah, that's gnarly. The 551 cycles, lived in Gunston for 6 years, post negative 40 actual temps 3 days ago. Yeah, dude. Gunny is really cold. Super cold. Stick Boy coming in from North Idaho. Roger Hurd, there you go. KX500, 1642 in Mexico. Dude. Oh my gosh, that is so fast and terrifying, but fast. That's awesome. Oh, the coffee's good this morning. We're drinking Old Bisbee Roasters. Actually, no, we're not. We're drinking our three-pecker Billy Goat from 551 Cycles is what we're in, and it's super good. There's SWT cutting. That is Steve Thompson. Good morning. How is Cecilia the beta? He is the winner of the beta. Speaking of winners of bikes, I have decided the resounding answer from the internet is that I should do a giveaway on the KTM. There's been a couple people who are like against it because they think it's too soon, or that my channel's becoming crappy because I'm doing too many giveaways. Whatever. I disagree. I feel like the channel's pretty good. I do feel like the mechanic content is lacking right now and that's not because I don't want to do it. It's because we're slow, and I can't show. Let me see. I'll show you what slow looks like in our world. There you go. That's all the bikes we got to work on. They're all inside. And that one, and that one are mine. This is the customer's. That's Zach's right there. So, I'm just giving all the work to Zach right now. So, anyway, so I just don't have a ton of Schlog stuff to do. Actually, we'll be filming a Schlog today. Pretty excited. I'm going to be working on an 890 KTM. And then, I'm going to be working on this. I don't know if I'll put it in the Schlog because it's my kids, and I don't know. And Tom the Battle Axe, mechanic content is coming. Trust me. In fact, actually, I've got a great video I'll be editing today of a shock rebuild on the new KTMs, which I think is interesting and pretty cool. So mechanic content is, it will always be the basis of this channel, but I have to have the work to do. And like I said, I'm giving it all to Zach to keep him busy so that he can feed his family of his wife, Leandra, and their cats. So, I just don't have a ton of work to do right now. And I'm not going to take work away from him. And I'm also not going to just like make up things to take apart on my bike. I just don't do that. Snowmobile season, Matthew Coolidge. I hate snowmobiles with a deep, dark passion, like way down in my soul. I will not work on them. Terry Webb, what's happening, my man? How is AZ treating you? We missed you, by the way, in Havasu. It was awesome. And Matthew Coolidge, one of the other reasons I don't work on snowmobiles is here in Montrose, we don't get much snow, so working on them here really sucks because you can't ever test them, ever. Like, it's never enough snow on the ground to actually test something that you do. So I hate it so much. I hate them. I just hate them. Like, riding them, I guess, is okay, but I do not like working on them. So, I really only like working on dirt bikes. I hate working on my car. I hate working on anything with four wheels. So, I stick with dirt bikes, and it's awesome. and the occasional adventure bike, like that sexy 890 right there. So, yeah, utility ATV second form. There you go. No good. So yeah, I will be giving away the KTM. I don't know exactly when. I'm gonna wait. It's not gonna be right away. I want to shine it up and stuff, and then also you guys let me know how you feel about this. I think you guys are my core audience because you watch these things. I'm thinking about doing, in conjunction with the giveaway, a flight out to here to ride it with me, and then we'll figure out how to get it back home to you, whether we ship it or maybe you drive out to ride, whatever, and I'll pay for the gas and get you a hotel, and we'll have dinner at my house, and we'll go out to eat, and we'll just ride and have a ton of fun for like a couple days. So and that will all be part of the giveaway to make it cooler than just like, here's a bike thing. I don't want to be that that channel, guys, and I'll never be, because I'm a mechanic at heart. So that's all there is to it. Suresh, how's it going? By the way, Suresh is our Himalayan guide. If you guys are interested, we do still have spots open for that trip, and I'm really excited about it. I bought my plane ticket. We're going. It's now is the time. If you want to do it, now is the time to get a plane ticket, because they're holding steady, kind of low right now, but they're going to go up as we get closer. So email me if you want to join us. It is going to be a once in a lifetime rad awesomeness. And Jacob Forrest, I will answer you, and yes, the answer is yes. I got a 25 with Del Saggio's up front, looking for a badass shock to match. Are the WP Pro Tracks with it, or can I get a TBT revalve? Justin, so I can. That's a great question. I'm going to tell you a little story about. So I would normally say, like, so the Pro Track shock is awesome, and I have a friend that put one on, and he loves it. Like, really, really loves it. So that's a great option. But he also is having us revalve it. So, I mean, it's good, but it's not quite as good. And he put Spheres 3.0s up front on his. So it's a lot of money for that. I don't know. National Shock is another option, but I have to tell the story. I didn't want to. But I actually ordered a National Shock for the Fantic. I didn't pay for it, but I was going to pay for it as soon as they shipped it. And they were going to give me a little bit of a discount, but not even dealer pricing, right? Just 10% or something, 15%. I don't know. Whatever. They're going to give me a little discount, which I appreciate. And I was just going to buy it, right? It's over $2,000. Super happy. Well, Jeff Slavens found out that I was buying that shock, and Jeff sells a lot of MX Tech stuff. MX Tech makes a National Shock, and the shock was done. I had the builder of the shock send me an Instagram reel of it, like, hey, check it out, like, all excited, super excited. And then I get an email from the owner of MX Tech saying that because I made joking videos about Jeff Slavens, that they were not only not going to give me a discount, they were not going to sell me the shock. Just not sell it to me. I'm like, really? I mean, those are just jokes, but really? So yeah, so I'm not going to, I won't promote National Shocks and MX Tech now. Like, I wanted to get it on there and like it. I have some really cool Del Saggio forks coming for it. That's the first time I've officially mentioned that. I've got some super cool stuff coming from Del Saggio for it, but yeah, anyway, I can't believe that they're not even going to sell it to me, which is crazy. Anyway, quick, Jacob Forrest, are you going to do something other than stickers for the entry to the next giveaway? Yes, I'm going to be doing stickers. First of all, there will be some of those, and custom one-off stickers this time, so not my normal stuff. And then also there will be some merchandise tied in with it too. And I will figure that out. I've got new I Suck at Dirt Biking hoodies in stock right now. So if you guys are interested, you should, I'll get that on the website here right away, I hope. Anyway, but I will have those available for entries, and then we have the speaker mugs available for entries, and we'll probably have some other things. So, but yes, there will be more things. It'll be awesome. Let's see. What am I doing with the 890? No, it's on 530 miles. It's brand new. It does not have the cam problem, so it's all good. It is no cooler than you delivering it. Yeah, delivering it would be. I mean, we could figure that out. So, oh, is there a channel no one likes it only does giveaways? Yeah. Anyone notice that dude from Colorado at Supercross last weekend? No. Who was that? Was that you, Cody? And how'd you do? Natty shocks are so worth it. I'm sure they're good, but I'm done with those guys. I don't know. So back to the question about revalve. We can revalve. I think honestly the KTM shock components are very, very good. Actually, just the one I rebuilt was actually mine. I replaced the shock body and a bunch of other stuff on it because of my own screw up. So I did. I think the KTM shock is very, very good if we revalve it or have it revalved by someone who's good at it. So we can do that for you. We can dial that thing, match it up to those forks, and you'll be super psyched and save you a bunch of money. Bruce Kennedy, what's happening? The Zach Farkash, it is crazy. All right, it's 7:45. Let's give away the Omniwall thing. There's probably, who knows if the person watching that entered is going to win it is here, but we're going to give it away. We had a total of 174 entries from all over the country, and we're going to be shipping it out. It's in a box over there. But I got to pull up my random number generator here, guys. And there we go. So minimum 1, maximum 174. And we are going to generate the number. Here we go. The number is 43. Let's see who has ticket number 43. We're scrolling up here. There we go. Corbin Davis from Salmon, Idaho. I think that's Corbin. Holy crap, Corbin. I'm pretty sure that's Corbin that used to live here in this valley. And, well, son of a gun. That's awesome. So, Corbin Davis, yeah, that is absolutely him. I see his email. Corbin, congratulations, man. You won yourself the Omniwall. That is so rad. So rad. Yeah. All right. So I'll be contacting Corbin and get a hold of him. And yeah, we'll get that sucker shipped out. That's super cool. Congratulations, Corbin. Like I said, I haven't seen him, and he used to race Moto Mayhem with us. If you've been around a long time in this era of Highland Cycles, you'll know that we used to have a little race series that we did locally, a little endurocross series, and Corbin used to race that, and he was a wild man, young kid back then, and so that's awesome. Let's see. Steve Thompson. Cecilia is too tall for my wife, which is fine because I think Steve likes riding that bike. I don't know that he really, really wanted to give it to his wife after he rode it, which is fine. Do you think the Kawasaki KLX 140, that would be a brilliant starter bike, Steve? Get the one that has the clutch, because some of them have an auto and some of them don't. Get the one with the clutch because it will help her in the long run and she'll figure it out. And yeah, that'd be awesome. J-Rip, I have the Natty and have for several years. They're bad. I know they're very good. And J-Rip, it is 100% true. I mean, I've got the email explaining it, like just telling, and I wrote an email back, very respectful, saying I totally understand their position. Sorry that they feel that way. It was all just a joke, and Jeff took it really hard. So anyway, I even tried to make it up with Jeff. Like it was a joke way of making up with him, but like it was fun. I sent him a hat that said Game Changer on it with a note that said, "Hey Jeff, it's all in fun. I hope you fire back at me. We could have a lot of fun with this if you just play along." And he wanted none of it, so he threw the box away. I have an inside connection at Slavin. He's a good friend of mine. I won't mention who it is, but anyway. So I don't know. Whatever. Their loss. I feel like I could have probably sold a bunch of shocks for him if I liked it, which I know I would like it because I know it's very good. So, yeah, the oh, Bruce Kennedy, that is a great mention too. Bruce Kennedy says that he's talking about bikes for wives to get started, and his his wife has a Sur-Ron, and yeah, they are great starter bikes. My only problem with the Sur-Ron is not the electrical part. Like, that's fine and cool, whatever. Especially if you're not going very far, it's awesome. Is the lack of clutch. So if you're going to, if you're looking to eventually get to a clutch, then the sooner the better. That's just my opinion, but the sooner the better, I think, because if you start riding motorcycles without a clutch, you get really, really used to that, and then you go to a clutch, it's hard. Instead of, if you've never ridden a motorcycle and you get on a bike that just has a clutch, you just figure it out and right away. But again, depends on what your end game goal is. If you're gonna go, if you're planning on maybe someday riding dirt bikes together and like riding up to Oatman or riding, because the Sur-Ron would never make it to Oatman and back. That was 65 miles. So, 52A James, I'll get to that. Thank you for reposting your question. So, yeah, if your end goal is longer rides on real motorcycles, then I would do the KLX 140. Also, you could probably buy one cheaper than you can a Sur-Ron, maybe. I don't know. That might not be true. But, yeah, so. Cycle Farm, I do need to send Mama Suzanne to take care of old Jeff. Dude, that man would have no idea what to do when my mom came storming in there kicking his ass. Any special tools I should get to service my exact forks on my 300? I have a seal driver and fork cap wrench. You need the little wrench that goes into take out the inner cartridge. And I would get that from Deja Moto. It's dejamoto.com. They're rad. And they're super cool. They sent me a bunch of tools. It was actually, it's funny. I bought a tool from them because the new exact 6 days or hard enduro, I forget what they take another special wrench to get in. So I just bought it from Deja Moto because they made one. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I just bought it, and then they saw that I was the one that bought it, so they sent me a couple extra little things and some stickers, and they're like, hey man, thanks so much. I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. And then I made a video of installing the XR kit, like, hey man, we have that special clamp tool specifically for that piece that you didn't have. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, look through our catalog and tell me what you want. I'll send you a care package. So he did. And it's awesome. I put that in a video recently, the care package. I will be highlighting those tools as I do stuff. But 5280, go check out their stuff. They've got a perfect tool for that, and you do need it. Otherwise, you're never going to get that apart. Tom Battlex, yeah, it does suck so bad on MX Tech. I don't know. I tried to appeal to Jeremy, the owner, and he wanted nothing to do with it. So I don't know. I'm not going to talk bad about him. I'm not going to do it, because I do think they make amazing parts, and I'd love to try that shock. But it's too late now on them with that shock and that bike. I have actually ordered a KYB A kit shock, which I'm very excited about for the Fantic, and that is already on the way. It might even be here, probably not today. It might be. I don't know. It'll be here soon. Yeah, I'm excited about that shock. That's going to be rad. Good morning. What are your predictions for Anaheim 2? Love tuning into these morning lives. Hope you have a great day, Andrew. I don't know. I think Jet's going to finally get it together. I think he's going to win, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Eli's on fire. I'm not a massive Eli fan, even though he's from Cortez and all that. Like, I mean, I like the guy. He's an old guy. All that, and it's awesome to see him kicking butt. So it's like, I'm not against Eli, but I just think Jet, when he gets that bike figured out, is going to be unstoppable. So we'll see. Rich Noble ordered an SXS slide plate for my Bike should be here tomorrow. Super excited. John was amazing to deal with. Yeah, dude, John from Seahorn Extreme Slide Plates is the man. The man. Did you ever change your sprockets on the 300XC? If so, what teeth did you find works for your riding? Chris, wow, I cannot pronounce your name. Kuczynski? Dude, that is a phenomenal last name, Chris. I wish I could pronounce it. I'm going to say Kuczynski because it's awesome. Yes, I ended up going with a 1350 is what I ended up with. I landed on for my kind of ride, kind of in and out of faster and harder stuff. It worked out good. We have ideal Suron use conditions on the farm, and our loops in Michigan are usually 35 miles or less. There you go. He says, I agree. Wish the wife was learning about the clutch. And again, the Suron is, if I had enough money, I'd have like 5 or 6 Surons, and I'd have a little more land than I do. I'm not allowed to build a track in my pasture because I have cows in the pasture, and we need the pasture to grow grass. But if I had piles of money, which it seems like the internet doesn't want me to make, if I mention earning a living through the internet, but I would have like 5 or 6 Surons and a huge track for all my buddies to come over, and we wouldn't upset any of the neighbors. We would just ride. We wouldn't upset the cows. Anyway. So I love Surons. In fact, I like the idea of a Suron light bee, like a bunch of Suron light bees, more than the like Stark or anything like that. Let's see. 551 seconds. Blessings, everyone. We were feeling Irie. Peace be the way. I love it. Thanks, man. You're getting it right if your jokes are that effective. Right on, dude. Thank you so much. KYB A-Kit shocks are nice. I just wish they had a little less rear end sink on power. You'll still love it over the stock shock with its crazy bleed. Yeah, no, I'm excited. And I'm obviously valving that shock. They're sending it to me. They were funny. Every suspension company is so funny. Oh my goodness. They get so fired up because I'm going to be running. Let me talk a little bit about the DelSaggio forks I'm getting. So DelSaggio has the FSR 48s. They are a full fork, the whole thing, top to bottom, whatever. All the crazy coatings, all the things, they're all black and sexy, billet lugs. They make the upper tube out of billet. It's not a extruded or cast or whatever, or like it's a solid block of aluminum. They machine it and put all the right flexes. Anyway, super sick. Well, they don't make one for the front end of a Yamaha, but because I have done a good job of representing them, and I feel like that's what I do here is I represent the people that help me out. I hope I do it very well. But because they are happy with that, they are building me my own custom set of KYB fitting forks. They will be the only ones on planet Earth when I get them. And I am so stoked. So stoked. And so I've had some people be like, why are you doing those with this? And like, dude, well, first of all, I'm not going to turn down a set of DelSaggio custom forks. That is not happening. Whatever. And then also, we can make things work together that are different companies. Especially, I'm a custom valving tuner. We get our settings and stuff like that from Travis, but I'm over time learning how to adjust those for me and stuff like that. So I have settings for the A-Kit shock that's going to be really good, and I don't think it's going to squat as much as like the normal. So I'm excited about that. Weeby Racing. Good morning. Do you know what brand of head the GYTR kit comes with for the YZ125? I think it's it's a GYT head. It's like their head. I don't think they outsource that. I don't think. Maybe someone else comment, but I'm pretty sure it's just theirs. Cycle Farm. Speaking of Suron, I'm editing my video on the E-Semi. Nice. I'm excited about that. Bruce Kennedy. I watched Cody Webb modding his race bikes. Very interesting to see. Yeah, Bruce. And those things are those things are bad to the bone, dude. And I've talked to Cody. Actually, I was talking to him the other day. I was texting him asking him if he was going to run the E-Start or non-E-Start for King of the Motos. Turns out he's going to run the non-E-Start. He's got that fish moto on there, but I think he's going to run the non-E-Start just to keep things simple, and he likes that bike a lot. Like the E-Start one, he hasn't done as much work to. So anyway, so he's going to be kickstart Cody for King of the Motos, which could be interesting to see. But those bikes have huge piles of money put into them. Huge piles of money. Like it doesn't, like even if you watch his videos, it doesn't look like it, but huge piles of money put into those bikes. And they're awesome. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Jason Lee, would you build a YZ250X for hard enduro? I would not. And the reason is, I mean, obviously Cody's doing it. That's because he's getting paid very well by Yamaha. He's making a really good salary, and they are also helping him massively financially on the build. Like I say, he's making a great salary, and he's got all the free bikes, and then he gets all the free GYT parts he can have, and then he's got a parts allowance on top of that to buy other things, and then he can use his salary money anyway. There's a lot going on there, right? So that's why he's doing it, but there's no way I would do it, Jason, because there's too many limitations, honestly. And this is a YZ250. It's not an X, but I mean, it's kind of an X now, minus the transmission, which honestly, I don't like the X transmission. I like the Fanic transmission way better than the X transmission, but I like normal YZ transmissions, honestly, for a race bike. So I like the YZ platform for enduros, hare scrambles, desert racing, some kind of harder stuff, but not true hard enduro. Without the electric start in the Fish Moto one, I think is great. By the way, massive shout out to Fish. They gave me the spark arrestor that I'm running on the Fanic. Came in clutch for that, which is awesome because they don't make one that work anyway. Because it's a weird bike. So huge shout out to Fish Moto and their E-Start. I think their E-Start is the best in the. Well, it's definitely better than stupid Panthera. Anyway, that guy sucks. So Fish is rad, and I think their E-Start is really good. And I wouldn't be surprised if the GYT E-Start kit that comes out is a Fish Moto kit, just rebranded. I just can't imagine Yamaha reinventing the wheel again. But back to the YZ, and Tom Battleaxe has a good point here. So the chassis would be fine for hard enduro. The motor would be fine. The clutch is terrible. And if you watch Cody's, he's got aftermarket clutches in all of his bikes because the clutch sucks. And so everybody who is saying that, it's your Bellray gear saver, it's just, no. Yamaha YZ250 clutches suck for hard enduro. They are junk, and that's all there is to it. So I'll argue that until the day I die. I've had so many YZ250s. When you get in the hard stuff, the clutches blow. And so I think a lot of people don't really know what hard stuff is. So anyway, so you got to put a clutch in it, and then you don't have E-Start. So you put E-Start on it. Okay, great. But then you don't have there's no electricity to run a fan. It's too much effort for the normal guy. So awesome for Cody. And hopefully, so the cool thing is, and everybody's talking about how great Cody is, and he is awesome. I mean, he's such a great guy, and I'm happy to now count him as a friend. I think that's really cool that he takes the time to talk to me and call me and talk about his bikes and stuff like that. So anyway, the guy is awesome. Please support him in any way possible. I think it's really cool that what he's doing, because hopefully Yamaha listens and they're going to develop that bike, because that bike could be like my Fantic would be a great hard enduro bike except for the clutch. man, and I'm not willing. Like, the reason I'm going to leave it as it is and keep it as an XC bike and build a hard enduro bike, because that's what we're going to do with another waffle. And Junior Avalar, we are going to do it. Again, I'm not sure when. I got to get through a couple trips and things like that with the KTM, but then we're going to shine it all up, and we are definitely going to do it. But again, with the option of coming out and riding with me, or me delivering it, or whatever. So the Fanic would be great with a better clutch, and I think Yamaha. Anyway, no, I wouldn't do it. It's a long way to say that. I would not do it because I wouldn't want to spend the time and effort just to have a bike that's like not quite that capable. And it comes down to the electrical and the fan situation, because you're going to kill the battery with that. That's just going to happen right now. Chris Kinberg, here we go. 24 YZ250FX. Just needed a GYTR bolt-on fan, better radiator cap, and 8-cell battery. Can keep up with the best of the hard enduro guys on that bike. I don't want to hear it. Bummed I crashed. So, Chris Kinberg, there is a reason that no one's racing 4-strokes in hard enduro. Although Johnny Walker, we're going to see if he does it, the 250FX charges the fan, the battery. Totally charges the fan. Chris, he's talking about the 250X 2-stroke, and it will not charge that fan because there's no room in there for a stator big enough to make enough electricity. Anyway, I love YZ250FXs. I think they're awesome. I would actually probably get one for a race bike, except that I live at lots of feet above you, and I ride at even more feet above that, and 250Fs are just they just suck. They just don't have enough power. I mean, I am getting lighter, which is awesome, but I am not light enough for that to be cool. Man, like a little bitty dude, like you're a little bitty dude, Chris, maybe it'd be good. Chris Kinberg, the comeback will be better than ever. I hope it is, dude. I can't wait for you to come back. Jay Wild, what clutch do you prefer to run? If I were going to put a fancy pants clutch into a YZ, it's a tough one because, it's not a tough one. I would get a Recluse torque drive manual. They got some new one coming out that Cody's testing. But I would also get their basket. I don't like their little sleeve solution. They have the sleeve solution to help the basket not get notched. Again, proof again that the YZ clutch sucks. You got to sell these little steel sleeves to make it work. That solution works okay. It's fine, but I would just get the billet basket and their clutch. It would be awesome. Let's see. My crackhead dreams want a 450 FX just to see if I can control it in the woods. Tom the Battle Axe, that would be awesome. I'd like to get a 450 FX and then detune it, like, I don't know, sleeve it down. You don't really sleeve things anymore, but like you could with enough money and time, sleeve it down to a 400 or something like that and just calm it down. I think that would be freaking wicked. And we'll see, Tom, because I have a buddy here who's a AA top 10 kind of guy at Army C Enduros, and like ridiculously fast old guy. He's in his 40s. And he is going to, I think he's going to switch over to a 450 FX this year and ride. So we'll see how that goes. He rides a 450 XCFW right now and at a crazy pace. And so we'll see. Could be good. Chris Kittenberg, the 250F is plenty of power, but I'm 6'10", 180 pounds of nastiness. Yeah, and at like, 2,500 feet in Havasu? So, yeah, different. And, yes, Roger heard Chris needs to stay off the rev limiter. By the way, guys, if you don't know Chris Kittenberg, he's a very good friend of mine. I love him to death, and I love the smack talking. But also, he is suffering from a broken femur from a flat ground crash. So, there you go. Just know that about Chris and take his comments with a grain of salt. Bruce Kennedy, 40 years old. It's old for going fast. I mean, I'm almost 50, but for going as fast as he goes, it's older. So, what else, guys? Let's take a couple extra questions, and then I'm gonna go. I gotta get to work, because I gotta get that bike done and the 890 done today, and then I gotta pack up tonight and boogie. Chris Kinberg, Keyboard Warriors Unite. I love it. Oh man, I just want to also real quick. Jason Lee, his 250FX was too much, obviously. I just want to say thank you to all of you guys, all of you who support me. Tweet FPV. What's happening, man? Quick shout out to him. He is the guy that built the little tire iron holder that goes on my Neutron tire machine from Rocky Mountain. Dude, I don't get a hold of Tweet and buy that thing. Dude, that is the sickest upgrade. That's probably my favorite upgrade of the last 6 months. Like, not even the Fanic or anything on it. I love that so much. I was changing tires yesterday, and I love that so much. It is so good. But yeah, guys, I love you. I really appreciate all the support. I try not to let the negative people get in my head, but I do, because I'm a human, and I just, it happens. Yeah, anyway, I appreciate all you guys supporting me. The resounding answer to things and support is so heartwarming. It really, really means a lot. And for those of you who have supported me and are kind of bummed out, and I get it, I'm not calling you out, you're not the negative people, about the lack of mechanic content, I am sorry. That is coming. It's just winter time in Colorado. We're slow. I don't have a ton of stuff to do. So that's why I haven't been doing the normal schlogs and things like that. I'm just literally filming videos and putting out content just to keep myself busy, make some money. I know, crazy, to help support us during this and whatever. So, oh, dude, John Sainsbury, Dalsazio XR kit, so good. That is probably the best $700 you could spend on a set of forks. And I'm a TBT guy. I love TBT valving, but dude, I'm telling you, that did crazy things for the front end of that Fantic. Like, so good, just dropping them in. And buy the parts, the tools from Deja Moto to get that. Oh, Tom Valax, YG 125 case. It's right in that box. Right, see that box? The cases are in that box. They're all clean, and I think the crank is on its way back. So very soon that video will be coming out. And then we'll be getting back to that build video. I've been waiting on Crankworks this whole time. It's been, yeah, anyway, they're busy. They're, whatever. And they don't prioritize me over anything because they're busy and they're really good at what they do. So we just had to be in line. So yeah, Tom, that's coming. I'm going to film the whole thing. Well, I think what I'll do is one video on just removing and replacing bearings, and then we'll do another video on putting the thing together. I'll try to break it up more into smaller, shorter videos, because I know some guys don't like the long ones, and some guys like the long, whatever. Justin Callahan, Dalsazio does not make a kit for the KYB rear shock. They make it for the WP shock, but it's actually not that cool. It's just a valve stack, really. It's not. It might be a piston, but it's not that cool. It's like, yeah, revalving the back shock is a better spend of money on that. So anyway, I love you guys. God bless you. And you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to share a verse with you guys because I love you and I love Jesus, and I need to do more of this. I feel like God is calling me to share more of it. And so anyway, that's what's going to happen. If you don't like it, sorry. Matthew 13:44 is just my daily verse. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure that a man discovered hidden in a field. In his excitement, he hid it again and sold everything he owned to get enough money to buy the field. So there's a lot of ways you could take that. The way I see it is, don't hide that. Dive into the kingdom of heaven. And by the way, that kingdom is here right now for everyone through Jesus. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Have a rad day. I hope you get out and do something super cool. I hope you share your love of dirt bikes with someone. Yeah, stick with us, guys. We're going to keep growing this channel. We're going to keep kicking butt and doing cool things. And as always, I got to get back to this one. I desperately hope that what we are doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on, but more importantly, get out and ride your dirt bikes!